Okay. Let's play a game. Whoops. Come on. Let's play. Alright. E4, C6. King's Gambit? Interesting. Take, knight. I kind of like that. Take back. Ooh. Let's see. We gotta go bishop c4. Or sorry, bishop g4. Hitting their queen. Then you just bring out the knight. And I'll be protected. Or I can take back with the bishop. Push that e pawn. I don't know this line. So you know what? Let's just do that. Nope. I see. Cut it out, Colt. Knight to d7. They bring out their knight to f3. I moved my knight twice, which sucks. I brought it to c5, attacking the bishop. I'm underdeveloped. What can I do? Bishop back. I'll take that bishop. Let's pin the knight. Pawn to e6. They castled. I castled. Take the knight. Bishop to d6, and then I'm gonna castle. Or not. Where to go? Give a check, but that's not going to do anything. I need to bring my pieces over. If I long castle, right, that means I need the pawn there. Put the queen on c7. I can create a small battery. King moves aside to h1 to avoid the check. And then I have a piece that's basically stuck there, especially if they move the pawn up. So let's not do that. I think just... Well, their bishop sucks unless they bring that Fianchetto to bishop. Attacking that square, you know. Ooh. Maybe just go for queen to g5, trying to go for queen trade in that way. Let's go with that. I already wasted a lot of time. I figured they would take. It's my bad. Unless I go up. If I push F6, bring my king over. Oh, well, actually, that's in the path of everything. Maybe if I do push, though. If I push, and then I hide under the pawn. Let's do that, maybe. Okay, they're going to try to reinforce the pawn there. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Bring the rook over. Queen to G6. So that was a nice discovery. I didn't think of that. Took the pawn. I have a B7 that's hanging. I need a rook to defend it. Okay. Where are you gonna go? If they bring... No, that's covered already. What? I guess they... Do they... Trading on pieces. Yeah, let's do it. They can bring the rook in. I'll bring my rook to D8. Okay. And then their queen will go to... If they want to trade off the queens. Or not. To take the pawn or not? I think I might have to, unless I go... Because if I block with the rook, queen can come into C7 and then check and then take my other rook. So I think I have to take here. And then I can try to hide back in to F7. They have... No, that's mate. Oh, queen E7. Never mind, it's not. But okay, well, there goes that one. Oh well. Yeah, I honestly thought that was checkmate, but that's not. So that's close, but bringing in the rook, yeah. Oh man, it feels like they were probably like +2, +3 at least. I say maybe or minus or no wait, they're white. I'm black. Yeah, so plus. But oh man, I know. Daddy lost. It's okay. Wait, game review. Oh, actually, wait. What? So if they went there, let's say I didn't resign. If they went Queen E7. Wait, let's say I just do something like that. Queen E7. G8. Ooh, that's tricky. That's really tricky. I have to go back? No. Or they can just bring the pawn. Because I wouldn't take. I need, or would I take? Interesting. Maybe I did. Huh. Maybe I did screw up. Oh well. Anyways, game review. New coaches are here. Playing. Cool. All right. Accuracy is pretty good. So, wow, none of us blundered. He had 4. I had 3. That last one probably hurt. Okay, start review. Oh, let's just do this. Okay, this was interesting. What is this? Was this like the King's Gambit or something like that? I don't know this. I've never really played against someone playing F4. So that's interesting. So I went for the attack. And then they brought out their bishop. Now, if I didn't take, I took that. If I did not take, what would I do? Attack it again with bishop? Actually, that might have been an interesting move. If I went bishop. Oh, yeah. And then if I take, they win the bishop. Yeah, let's not do that. I know. Okay, but I'll see what else there is after that. Brought out my knight to d7. They brought out their knight. I played my knight again, unfortunately, so I lost some tempo. I was thinking about e6, but then I would trap my bishop, so I would, it'd be stuck behind that pawn. And, like, if I move my b pawn, I lose c6, and it's with the bishop, and it's attacking my rook. And that's a check, too, right? So, okay, Colt, no more, please. Go play with Remington. Go. Go. Go play with Remington. BD3 is a mistake. I think I took at that point in time because I wanted to ruin their pawn structure. So, computer says Queen E2, which makes sense. Computer likes the fact that I took. And then I pinned the knight. They castled. I missed a free pawn. I missed a free pawn. Okay, if I did take that free pawn, what would happen after that? Ooh, interesting. Then they would want me to keep the bishop. I would be tempted to sacrifice, but then that makes sense because the rook would come up. And then I would have to move my queen, which would suck. So they want me to keep. And then they would get their bishop in play or something along those lines, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's resume. Let's keep going. I took. So, yeah, they took with the queen. What? BD6 is an inaccuracy. Your better option was to set up a blockade? You want me to set up a blockade with a queen? Why? Hang on. Okay. If I go here. Alright. So that would be a check. They block. I'm guessing I would take. But the fact that it's here, it's a check. So they can't move that pawn. If they do, they lose the rook. So, and then the bishop's out of play. Okay, I get it. I get it. So let's say they did move there. I would do that, and then if they take, I still have the position with the bishop. The king would have to move, and then I could castle. I could castle either way. I castle this way, I get my rook in. I castle queen side, my rook will come in. They're connected. I can push the pawn to g5, attacking their pawn, and go from there. Man, all from that one move? Are you kidding me? Freaking. Okay. Anyways, I can see that why that's an inaccuracy. That was an inaccuracy for them. Interesting. I wonder, would it be? I was tempted to take. I don't remember. What did I do? I don't think I took, but let's say I took. Okay. After all captures is an equal trade. Yeah. Now, would it have been advisable to castle then? Yeah, I was worried about their bishop at that point in time. So if they did move there, kick out the queen or... Yeah, because if they go there, I'm just going to take. And then go... And then they move out of the way. Okay. That's a long line. We'll look at it later. All right. So, I brought my queen out, and that was a mistake. I spent a lot of time on that one too, didn't I? That was move... What move am I on? Move 13. How much time did I spend on that? Can I see? Wow. Yeah, I spent like almost 2 minutes on that. Ah, shoot. All right. So that was a mistake. They wanted to go here instead. Moving the queen gives black more flexibility in the middle game. Okay, so if I did that, and let's say they... Oh, they have to move aside. Would it be castle? Yeah. Even though that's coming in. If they did push, would I just go like that? I guess. It'd still be kind of hard for them to get in. Okay, let's resume. All right, this part... I did not like. I played f6. And... Ooh. Wasn't that bad. It was still kind of bad. Wasn't that bad. Wanted the queen to c5. Whoops. I think I've missed that check like for the third or fourth time at this point in time. I didn't even see that check. Oh, my goodness. All right. They brought their pawn down d4. Makes sense. I brought my king up to e7. Connecting rook can be very useful, but the computer liked bishop to c7. So what would happen after that? Let's say. Okay, so they wanted to try to go for that. Interesting. Computer wants the pawn to move to d5, and then it wants us to trade? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna look at it later. Okay, d5 is a mistake. Their best option was to prepare a bishop for development. Yeah, I was worried about that. He did that, or they did that later on. I took, which was a mistake. Your isolated pawn gets weaker as more trades happen. Okay. What would have been best? I I I know. I barely used my queen this whole game. Ooh, fun. Barely used it. I know. I suck. That's okay. Anyways, I took. That was a mistake. Great. Yeah. So your opponent wins a pawn, because they take the queen at this point in time. That was a nice tactic from them. That was a nice one. At this point in time, wow. That elo bar just swinging. Okay, at this point in time, yeah, I tried to protect the b7 pawn. I was worried about that. I had a better way to develop further. Okay, I want to see the follow up. Okay. Let's just go resume. Yeah, bf4 is great. They're threatening to force eventual checkmate. I took. Tried to get the queen out. Now, that I was debating if I. Yeah, because like I was saying, if I went here, that'd be bad, because then they can just give a check and then take either of my pieces. So, yeah. At least I can spot stuff like that. Can't spot nothing else, though. And then, yeah, here, I thought this was checkmate. Whoa. Whoa. I feel like an asshole. So I honestly thought that was a checkmate for him. But yeah. Anyways, mental note. Let's never ever do that again. So that was very bad sportsmanship on my side. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself for that. Okay. Let's say at this point in time, that was a mistake. Let's continue on from here, though. So, their best option was to win a tempo by threatening a queen. So, if they went here instead, I would have to bring my queen to h6, because if I brought it anywhere else, it was pretty much going to be taken. So I can't go there, I can't go there, can't go there. I could go here, but then, like, I'm bringing out a defender, or a defender's going away, so that would be pointless. I don't have my checks no more against the king. So, Then if they brought their rook in, very precise. Okay, king would drop back to g8. This steps away from the yeah. Oh, and then they bring in the pawn. That's one strong asset for white. Okay, just gonna keep playing this out. Okay, drop the pawn. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to recover from this. But it's interesting regardless. Oh, well, anyways. So, takeaways. Overall, I should come up with a plan against someone playing f4. So, because I don't think I've ever played against that. And yeah, just try to figure out something from there, and then and not do this, because I am a little bit disappointed in myself, but I still resigned. But I would have felt bad if they did do that and then it wasn't. So I still would have resigned. But regardless, that's it. So let's work on that and study. Laters.